Well, I'm meteorologist Vin Crosby from the Weather Show at Vin Crosby here on YouTube. Obviously, you can see that it is snowing out. The cold front just pushing on through. Winds gusting at 5,000 feet, up over 50 miles per hour. Down here in the valley, not too bad. We got about 25 to maybe 30, 35 mile per hour wind gust coming on down. But obviously, with the cold air coming in, kicking up the relatively mild air at the surface, it has triggered some snow showers, and it will continue to go on, probably on in through this evening. Not looking for a lot of it to stick on the roads, but temperatures are going to drop considerably, and then we could get some accumulations on the road, so we want to be mindful of that as we go out and about this evening. But it's coming out pretty good. You can see it here on my jacket, all coming on in from the west, swirling around very nicely across the region. So that's what we're looking at right now, is the front moving on through, kicking off some of these convective snow showers. So that's when the air aloft is real cold, and then the air down below is a little bit mild. So it's kind of like a thunderstorm in with snow. That's what's causing the snow out here right now. So the snow will continue coming on down through this evening. Again, roadways right now been pretty warm down through here, but as we go through over the next, say, I don't know, 5-6 hours or so, with temperatures could drop down below freezing, and that would make for a very, very dicey situation. Look at this coming on in. That's some pretty good wind. Horizontal snow right through there as the wind is whipping, coming on down through this parking lot area of the apartment complex I live at, which is over here back behind Bishop Kelly in the football stadium there. So pretty good little snow shower coming on down as we hear the old train running over there at Cole and Franklin, and people are going to be on the evening commute kind of losing their minds a little bit. Anytime we see snow, we see people kind of, lose their minds. So give yourself some space between you and the cars that are going on in front of you. Again, the winds, you can see up there kind of a sway of the trees at the higher elevation. See them up through there? I don't know if I can zoom with this. It won't let me zoom on this form of the camera, but winds, higher elevations, starting to crank a little bit. And up around Bogus Basin, Soldier Mountain I saw at about 9,000 feet. There was a wind gust of 50 miles per hour already, and up around 4,500 feet to around 5,500 feet. Back in eastern areas of Oregon, winds are over 50 miles per hour and some 55 mile per hour gusts at the higher elevations. Down here, obviously, not a whole lot of wind yet, but it really is just starting, and we'll see the winds increase as we go throughout much of the Treasure Valley as we go through tonight. So overall, it's cold out, obviously. Temperatures dropping back into the 30s with the snow falling on down. And it's really just kind of swirling real nicely, too, with this convective shower. So this is the front coming on through. It is kicking up the moisture into the colder atmosphere, getting that condensation. It's coming down in the form of some snow. So I love this. I was going to go and do a whole thing with a look at the radars and all that, but I thought, hey, let's do a little walk and talk out here in the snow, shall we? And yes, I'm getting cold. And yes, there's a wind chill temperature. So when the wind blows, the wind chill temperature is really the exposure of the skin. So if I cover my hands, if I cover my face or any exposed skin, there isn't a wind chill temperature when it's not exposed. But right now, it is exposed. And right now I am feeling a little cold. So I'm gonna zip up the jacket here, be wise, huh? Well, there's a pretty good wind gust right there. And we've got some flags out here as I'm walking now, getting closer to, I'm heading west. And so with the west wind, you can really feel it and hear it whipping through here. And you can see the flags going pretty good. And yeah, now that I'm coming out of the exposure of the, into this open field, we can see we got flags, blustery, and then look at the field behind me and through here. This is where a great old snow squall is coming on through. Oh yeah. This is a good one. So clearly you can see the snow just cranking behind me here, coming through the fields. And so that's coming right at us and blowing. So that's a good little snow squall that's coming on down right now. Not seeing a whole lot getting on the ground just yet. Remember, the ground's relatively warm, but with this blast of cold air coming through, now I can really feel it. That's where we're seeing this cold air mass moving on in. I can feel the temperature change since I just walked here. The temperatures dropped considerably across the Treasure Valley. So I am going to probably start walking back and go get my warm clothes on. I think weatherman be prepared, not so, right? We're crazy. We get out in this stuff. So here's a little case here, block of wind blockage. That'll help. But look at that wind gust back through there. That is tremendous. Right there you can see that northwest wind just driving back across the region into the field out behind me, and that will continue again as we go through this evening. So blustery and cold, bundle up. Temperatures will drop back into the 30s, and the wind chill's already back into the 20s. I can tell you that just by experience out here right now. As you can hear the flags whipping just off here to my east, or not east, or just to my right. Weatherman, we're all about directions and temperatures. Yeah, nice little snow squall coming on down. Like I mentioned, up in the higher elevations, the wind speed's much higher. So folks at Bogus Basin, they're getting crushed right now. Probably 40-mile-per-hour winds up there in some locales. So boy, if you have anybody that's up there, let them know that, you know, they could get blown. The roads would be slick, the blown off the road kind of thing. So that's the type of wind we're dealing with high-profile vehicles. Very cold air mass moving on through. So tremendous amount of cold air moving through the Treasure Valley even as we speak. And now I'm going to start walking on back. You know, I'm going to go this direction. I want to point out to you too, been sharing a lot, I've launched a new online weather school. So if you want to learn how to forecast like a real meteorologist, you can do that now. It happened years ago. I was brought in by a roofing company to teach them weather. They love what I was teaching them because I get real down into the nitty-gritty, just like you would learn if you're going to college like I did, of the forecasting techniques. It's not a weather school per se. It's about how to make a weather forecast. So you would have seen this front about 10 days ago materializing. And that has value, right? That has value for companies, for you. You don't have to wait to the evening news. You don't have to wait to the radio forecast or your favorite resource of weather. You can go and see exactly what we look at as meteorologists. And it helps you get into the gist or swing of what we're seeing. So then when you do use your resources for weather, you'll have a better knowledge, a better understanding of exactly what's going on. So there's my little walk and talk for you today. It is WFSII.com, Weather Forecasting School Initiative. It's only $7.99 a month. I'm working on companies to get promo codes, so then you can get it for free. And wouldn't that be great? So then you can grab this course, which is 45 plus courses I've done online. They've got quizzes. It's great for kids, for schools, and that sort of thing. So I am starting to see now a little bit of the snow sticking on the ground here behind me. See that on the tree bases there by the dirt. So we are going to see a little bit of accumulation and things could get slick. So that's the way things are shaping up right now. From the Weather Show with Vin Crosby here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. But pretty good snow squall coming on through with the high gusty winds settling in across the Treasure Valley.